What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Weaver. I'm here with another lab tip for your science class. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to use a Google drawing to do diagrams that can be inserted virtually into your lab write-ups. So this, for example, this is a situation where you have to do a drawing of what you're viewing under the microscope. Now, normally you would use a pencil or colored pencils or something like that in your actual paper lab, but as you can see, this is a virtual situation where you're going to be writing it and and sharing it in an actual Google Doc, or in this case, is a Google slide. So what you want to do is you want to go to a new tab, and what you want to do is you want to go to docs.google/drawings. This is a relatively new tool for Google, and what you're going to do is it has a platform where you can do some artwork, and then you can copy this piece of artwork, paste it into your document, and resize it what you want. So if you're looking at, for example, a paramecium under the microscope, what I like to do is I like to look at the line. And if you look at the line, you could do, for example, a scribble. You could do your freehand of what you draw, okay, something like this, and then you can move it around, things like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of an easier way. What I like to do is I go to the line and I go to a curved line. This basically, especially if you don't have a steady hand and you're using a mouse and you see a cell, so what you want to do is you basically move the line and then let go with your mouse, and then you could drag it. You could go up or down, something like that, depending upon the shape. So you keep releasing the mouse and pulling your line. Now I'm going to click the mouse again, and if your paramecium looks something like this, okay, by the time you connect it, okay, it's going to fill. So when you're looking at the microscope, the paramecium might be a slight pink color. So what you could do is you could choose your fill color. Maybe it's a little bit too red. Okay, maybe you could actually change the gradient of it, make it look something like that. All right, so say you want something like that. And a paramecium is also going to have these little cilia around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my selected line, and you could actually pick line. In this case, I'm going to do scribble, and then maybe I want to do maybe a darker line right here. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to draw all my cilia like so that I see. All right, I'm just doing this quick. I mean, you could take your time and do a better job. Okay, so you got your cilia going around that maybe you see under the microscope. It might be a little fuzzy. Okay, you could add different shadows and things like that. So then what you're going to do is maybe you're going to see a bunch of circles in here. So with the paramecium, we see a bunch of circles. So, these are going to be different storage vacuoles or contractile vacuoles, things like that. So you could try these different shapes. So if your cell is perfectly round, you could choose the oval to make the entire shape, as opposed to doing the curve tool, which I showed you. But I'm going to actually make a little circle like so, okay? And you can see that you can change the color of the fill. I kind of like that color. Okay, I'm going to Control C and do a few of them around. So these are going to be the different vacuoles, storage vacuoles throughout. Okay, and they can come in different shapes and sizes. I just resized them. And if you want to add a little accent to them, for example, for the contractile vacuole, the contractile vacuole kind of looks like a little asterisk marks around it. This is contractile vacuole, and you could label it how you want. Okay, so say you're done. What you want to do is you want to go to this arrow right here, and you want to select the whole thing. After you select the whole thing, you can copy it as one piece, and then you go back into your lab, and I want to put the live paramecium, and I'm going to paste it right over it. Now this looks huge. I can move it around. Obviously, it was not that big. Under 400x, under a magnification, paramecium actually looks about a third the size of the field of view. So I could resize it to a little bit, about a third, okay, maybe a little bit less, and I could show exactly what I said if I want to give it a little angle right here. So there's my drawing, guys. So instead of using a pen and paper, you could actually use the Google Drawing tool to insert it into your actual document, and then you could share it with your teacher, you could share it with your colleagues, or what have you. All right, I hope this helps, and good luck on your lab write-ups.